All right, hello YouTube. So I'm going to be talking about circumstances do not matter and how to ignore your 3D reality and why you need to. All right, I am talking to my Facebook group. We have a 4-week challenge going on. You can come in at any time and jump in because everybody's there to support each other. But one of the topics that's been coming up a lot, and one of the topics that I think is the most important, is understanding that no matter what circumstances that arise in your situation, in your life, you need to know that this is old story. These are the thoughts, your previous thoughts that are playing out for you. And the reason why they have been playing out for you for so long is because you keep affirming that this is your story. Okay? So we're trying to change that. But until we change our dominant thoughts, and until you believe that your thoughts really do create, you don't have to 100% believe it just yet. You're affirming it. At least affirming it so that you can change your dominant thought. But until you understand that this is what we're doing, you're going to keep reacting to your 3D reality and keep affirming the old stories. And they're not going to be able to play out. And this is going to hold back your manifestation from coming in. Okay? So, circumstances will come up constantly for you. All right? Because your dominant thought is all the negative thoughts that you have and the stories you have to the certain attachment or the certain thing that you're trying to manifest in. So if you're trying to manifest an SPN and you're looking for validation out in the 3D world, you're going to constantly affirm that you don't have your SP, or or they're not acting the way you want them to, because you keep looking for evidence. And you will receive the evidence if you're looking for it. Because now that you have a thought, this old thought, my SP doesn't want to talk to me anymore. They hate me. I don't like the word hate, but say you're using these words. You're going to look and you're going to see that you're not receiving these messages from your person, and you're going to be validated. So you're going to continue to believe in the old story. And it's going to stay because your dominant thought is still focusing on not having. It's the lack, not having this, okay? You need to switch to your new story. What is it that you want? And just stick with it. Persist with it. Affirm it. Keep going. My SP wants me. My SP loves me. My SP always communicates with me. Money flows to me easily. The job I want is here. Whatever it is that you're trying to change in your life, you just keep persisting in it. And if things do show up for you, and they're not 100% the way you want it to, keep persisting in the new story until it shifts. It has to shift. It will shift. Okay? As long as you have these negative thoughts and you keep impressing the old story, your subconscious magnifies these thoughts and brings them to the 3D reality. Everything starts from your thoughts. Grasping that concept, everything starts from your thoughts. Okay? You're trying to change your thoughts so that you can change your reality. So how do you ignore your reality? How do you ignore your reality in this case? All right? Whenever things come up for you, this is an opportunity for you to affirm your new story. Okay? I'm telling you these things not as a coach or just trying to teach you how to manifest, and I haven't done the work. Okay? I've been doing this work for almost 4 years straight, trying to I need proof. I'm one of those people that need proof. I need to know what I'm doing works, and I need to understand it. And I'll keep going, and I'm very tenacious. I persist. I keep going with an SP, with money, career, whatever it is I want. I persist. I am telling you that these things, these concepts, because I've been experiencing them for you, and I'm sharing with you my experiences, and I'm coming from a place to tell you that this is how it's going to work for you. You have to decide right now. I am going to ignore my 3D reality. I'm going to diminish, dissolve my old identity, and I'm only going to affirm my new story and I'm going to persist in it until I get it. And that is it. You have to make this choice, because the only other choice you have is to not do this and not get your manifestation. As long as you keep persistent in what it is that you do not want, that is what's showing up for you. That is exactly what's showing up for you. So while you're in your 3D reality and you're trying to affirm that you're rich, you're trying to affirm that your SP loves you, okay? When circumstances come to play, say you, like one of our girls in the Facebook group was talking about how she was at the grocery store and she is trying to affirm money, and so she's calculating and she's realizing that she doesn't have enough money, and she's trying to budget, and she's trying to, but she wants to affirm more money. These types of situations, when you're sitting there budgeting and doing this, you're affirming that you don't have the money. It is in these moments that you catch yourself. You catch yourself budgeting. And it's okay to do this, but catch your thoughts. While you're doing this, try to forget that you need to budget and be like, I have so much money. I don't have to worry about this. I don't have to worry about this at all. Money flows to me easily. Affirm, affirm, affirm. Even if you don't believe it just yet. Affirm and impress your subconscious with these new thoughts so that you will start to see it come in. You're trying to get the old stories away. You're trying to clear out the footage. You're trying to. So you have to keep affirming. Say like I said, you have only a quarter tank left and you only have $10 to your name. Don't go to the gas station, put $10 in and say, this is all I have in my head, and go, this isn't working. Don't even pay attention to that thought. Just go give the cashier $10 and go put $10 in your tank and just be affirming the entire time. I have so much money, I don't have to worry about anything. Don't put thought on the fact that you only had $10 and you could only give $10 to the gas attendant. Don't do it. Yes, you only have $10, but you don't want to impress that. You want to make that thought diminish, go away. You want to fill it with, I don't ever have to worry about money. I don't even ever have to worry about how much gas I get. Just keep affirming this, and eventually it has to. It is the law. It has to come into your reality. So every time circumstances come up for you, use it as an opportunity to affirm the new story. With an SP, I'm here to tell you that circumstances do not matter at all. I have been through the process. I will eventually tell you guys, but I'm still testing things. Okay? I am telling you that so many circumstances came up in my situation that made me feel like it was the end. That if I even tried one more time, I was gonna, have a restraining order against me, and I will never go to jail for a man. Never. Okay? I was so busy trying to work the everyone as you pushed out. I was so trying to understand the concepts that I would push this SP situation so much so I could learn how to do this. And that is why I'm telling you that circumstances do not matter. Okay, there were times when I felt like I pushed the envelope too much. Okay, I was testing. I was doing this because I knew I wanted to learn this. I wanted this. So I was putting myself at risk here with the person, trying to trust in this process so that I could teach and learn and have my SP. But I have done things and said things, and I blocked, you name it, everything. And I remember saying to myself, Frankie, you better stop. I know you're doing this for a good reason. You're doing this for a good reason because I really care about this person, and I wanted things to be on a better, that was my end goal. My end goal was a great relationship, whether it's just friends or not. It's just, I had an end goal, and I was going to get there. That's how tenacious I am. But there were times when I actually sat back and was like, I know you're doing this for a good cause, and you really want this, but you may, I was doubting. You may want to back up a little bit. I didn't. I have, the God cojones. I don't know, right? But I kept going, kept persistent, I would not take no for an answer. But you cannot do this in your 3D reality. You cannot force your person in the 3D reality to conform to your thoughts. I said that wrong. You can't force them physically in the 3D reality and make it happen out here. And then it changes in here, is what I meant to say. You need to do it in here so that it changes out here. All right? Or you're going to go to jail. Or it's a psych ward. You can't do that. You have to understand and you have to truly believe that your thoughts create. Every thought you think creates out here. So with an SP, circumstances do not matter. I do not care if they said they never want to see you ever again. They don't want to hear your voice. They don't want nothing to do with you. You go, okay. So apparently I'm still telling myself something. My person loves me. My person adores me. My person cherishes me. My person loves to communicate with me. My person is awakening. My person really wants to be friends. If it's hard for you to believe anything else, just go with friends. The person and I, we have a great friendship, great bond. They love our bond. You keep affirming that. You keep affirming that until you change. And eventually it'll change your feelings, like I've talked before. At first it's just words, your thoughts, it's creating images. You're trying to get yourself from this state of mind because you don't want to react to what this person said to you. You don't want to be drawn back in and then start crying again and then start looking for validation and then go, in my world, everything is falling down. My person doesn't want me. Blah, blah, blah. You don't want to do that. You want to stay in a firm like a soldier. Boom. Right? I don't want this story anymore. If you don't want this story anymore, then you're going to affirm until it hardens into fact, until it becomes true. And you're not going to give up. You're not going to take no for an answer. You're not going to give up. You're going to keep going and persistent. But you're going to do it in here. You're not going to do it out here. And then you're going to see things shift again. And when you start to see movement, you continue to affirm until you get what you want. That's how this works. I don't care what shows up on the outside. What is showing up on the outside world for you right now is what you've been thinking. So if you're not getting what you want, or you're getting the opposite of what you want, or other things are happening, it's because you have these thoughts in your head that you might not even know that you're doing. This is showing you what you're thinking. Okay? You need to understand this. This out here is showing you what you're thinking in your head. Until you decide, you have two choices. To stay thinking about to believe that the 3D reality is first, and then you react is second. As long as you keep living in this old story and believing that, then you're not gonna get your manifestations the way you want them to. You're not gonna get what you want. All right? Or you can choose to take control of your thoughts and release your old self, the die-in of the old self concept, the die-in of the old story, just like I just keep saying, I've been saying for the last few videos. No more you. You're not going back there. You have to stay persistent. I don't care. Every time I get in my Camaro, I'm getting in my Jeep. My Jeep. See my Jeep keys. I love my Jeep. I love my Jeep. I love my Jeep. I love my Jeep. I wanted a new laptop. Manifested a new laptop. It's coming in. Okay? That I don't have to pay for. Okay? This is what we're doing. We're creating our story so that we can start seeing the new footage coming in. And you have to persist. So when you fall off the bandwagon, or whatever they call it, fall off the wagon, or, you cry, you do whatever, you self-pity for a few minutes, a few days, a month, to persist. Come back. Persist. I have been doing this for 4 years, okay? I've manifested so much in my life, even before the 4 years when I really started getting into the law of assumption and really started going down this path, okay? I've manifested moving. I've manifested friends. I've manifested fitness to the highest level. I manifested how to skateboard and surf in one shot. And that's a funny story because I've never been able to get on a skateboard. And this just happened to like a year and a half ago, 2 years. I have a video, I can upload it with proof. My entire life, every time I went to go jump on a skateboard, that thing went flying. I had no balance. Even as a kid, could not get on that skateboard. I manifested getting on a skateboard and just going. No, I'm not Tony Hawk and I cannot do tricks, but I can cruise. I got on the skateboard. It only took me a couple times to just go back and forth in our gym. And then I went up a hill and started going around the whole place. And they had me on video cruising throughout the whole thing, going down a hill, coming back up. I can get on one now, just go. Then I had it in my head. Now I can finally surf, right? Because I can skateboard. I got on a surfboard, okay? I surfed. Took a couple lessons and got right up, okay? I haven't surfed since last year, but I was up in the cold, and now I'm in Florida. So now I have a dominant thought that I can surf. I know how to surf. So now when I say I'm going to go surfing, I act like I'm a surfer. I'm going surfing. I know I can do it. I did it, okay? That's how this works. I manifested that. And for years, I almost drowned about 10 years ago trying to surf in Rincon. Couldn't even get up on the board and the riptide just took me, okay? It's all about your thoughts. It's all about creating. It's all about manifesting. You have to go this direction and only look at what you want, okay? I manifest everything. Now I'm completely just designing my life. You can do the same thing, but you have to stay persistent and you have to understand you have two choices. Stay with the old story and continue to validate it. Continue looking outside going, this doesn't work because look, no text, no this, no that. Or you can go, you know, I've been searching through YouTube and I've seen so many manifestation coaches. I see tons of people out there talking about these concepts. I see tons of people manifesting their videos in their businesses online. I see all this going on around. Why can't I do it? There's got to be truth to it, right? There has to be. We wouldn't be just getting up here trying to throw all this stuff out if we weren't trying to share something with you and say, yes, this is true, but you have to have the power and the courage to persist no matter what comes up for you. With an SP, it can take longer because you have so many stories attached to a person. You're trying to rid yourself of so many stories. Depending on how long you've been dealing with this person, you have so many things that keep coming up for you. So you have to keep persistent until you completely change it. Okay? But you can't stop. That's what I have for you today. Okay? That's what I have for you guys today. Any questions? Any questions? Circumstances do not matter. Ignore the 3D reality. Okay? If you do not ignore the 3D reality and only focus on what it is you want, and you still sit in that old story, you're not going to manifest your stuff in. You may here and there, bits and pieces, because we manifest all the time, but you're not going to manifest and have control over exactly everything that you want to come into your life. Circumstances do not matter. Ignore the 3D reality. Make a choice. You are no longer this old self. You are the new self, and you only focus on what you want. That is it. Affirm, persist. Just persist and affirm. Okay? I love you guys. I'm going to hang up with YouTube and go to my Facebook group to answer some questions. You guys are amazing. I hope my videos are helping. We all have different perspectives, different personalities out here explaining our situations. I'm coming from a place, like I said, I'm doing the work. I've been doing the work. I've been manifesting things in. SP was a big one for me, and I have experienced things that you're experiencing, and I'm trying to find ways to explain to you and to share these experiences so that you will know that you can do this. It works. It works. It's always working. It is done. What you want is already done. Okay, my friends? Love you.